Hey everyone, welcome to this weekend Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for July 12th through the 14th of 2019. All right, so this weekend we have some shifts with the moon. We have the moon in Libra still on Friday, which was the case on Thursday. Libra is all about bringing more balance into our life, both personally and interpersonally, probably finishing some themes involving this and mutuality, reciprocity, give and take, all that kind of balance type of energy. As the day unfolds, though, we have the moon shifting into deep Scorpio, which is for most of Saturday and going into Sunday, a really good time of getting into the deeper dimensions of things, a good time for unveiling what might come up, practicing that acceptance, and empowering ourselves through that awareness and maybe facing fears and deep diving. Things like this can be super, super constructive. So as we get into the weekend, though, Mars square Uranus is going to ease up a bit. We felt this a lot on Thursday. If there was any tension or anything that you were challenging yourself with for more change in your life, that energy is starting to lift off a little bit. And then on Sunday, we do have the Sun opposite Pluto. So this is a really good day for depth, seeing the deeper aspects of things. We may be wanting a bit of this, and really good day for personal power, healthy mutual boundaries in relationships, and practicing that non-attachment. All right, so let's take a look at all of this here in more detail when we return. All right, so here's the sky for this weekend. We're going to look at this for Friday with the moon finishing Libra going into Scorpio, and then Saturday with the moon in Scorpio going into Ophiuchus, and then on Sunday from Ophiuchus going into Sagittarius. So again, we are using the actual size of the constellations. For example, Ophiuchus is a very different constellation than what's used in mainstream astrology. So if you are new to this channel, definitely check out the link down below for more information on using these actual size of the constellations called true sidereal astrology. All right, so let's take a look at one day at a time here, starting first with Friday. The moon finishing Libra, the scales. If you felt any themes or noticed any themes on Thursday around the importance of finding harmony in your life, balance, and in interpersonal relationships, the same thing. Mutuality, give and take, balance, fairness, this kind of stuff. Likely the theme for at least the first part of Friday. As the day unfolds, we'll likely get into the deeper energies of Scorpio, and this will be especially the case on Saturday. So really good weekend here for diving deep. Scorpio with the moon is all about becoming aware of the deeper aspects of life and working with them, right? So a really good day for things like transformation, healing, self-empowerment, facing fears, psychology, doing shadow work, right? Accepting the deeper aspects of ourself as well, right? This kind of stuff, really good. And in the interpersonal relationships, if there's anything there, it's a good energy for having that truth and intimacy and depth in relationships while at the same time maintaining boundaries and kind of working with boundaries and that kind of a thing. All right, so with that shift there on Friday, we do have Mars easing up off of the square with Uranus. If on Thursday you felt any kind of tension, wanting to break free, or maybe impulsiveness, or wanting to make some changes where your personal needs were in a bit of a clash with some of the changes that you may want or were experiencing. So this is easing up, and it makes it a really good day on Friday for integrating this. So in other words, challenging ourselves for change and challenging ourselves for having more spontaneity in our life, a little bit more excitement, revolutionizing things a little bit. Right? Anything we can do to set the action, set the intention and the initiative to induce a little bit more of this change. Really good way of working with Friday as we finalize that square to Uranus. All right, so then as we shift into Saturday, the moon will then be shifting into healing Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus is very much like Scorpio in that it deals with the deeper dimensions, but it does take it one step further. So essentially doing healing or any type of deep work that we can do with ourselves, either physically, it could be physical healing, or of course also spiritually as well. So great day on Saturday going into Sunday to set some intentions to do some of that healing, empowerment. With the moon passing over Jupiter, there could be some maybe wisdom or maybe even inspirations and potentials that we could be seeing with some of these healing type of themes. Then once we do get into Sunday, the sun is going to be opposing up to Pluto, who is the modern ruler of Scorpio and Ophiuchus. And Pluto's been transiting through Sagittarius. So in this sense, with the sun opposite Pluto, there could be wanting some depth. We may be noticing deeper things involving in our outer experiences or involving relationships, since oppositions can oftentimes be a sort of mirroring process in relationships. And so just observing how there might be this unconscious need or desire for depth, for intensity, for power, oftentimes with Pluto. But what we want to do is channel this in constructive ways. So how can we practice personal power, self-empowerment, right? And practicing things like, if it is relationships, mutual boundaries, right? Having self-respect, respect for others, right? Having that self-empowerment in the sense of having that self-contained energy and being aware of it, and doing our best to be non-attached to what might be going on in the external environment or with the relating aspects, because it really is through that non-attachment that we do empower ourselves and we do transform, right? One of the most powerful times of our life are when we don't care about the outcome. We're not attached to the outcome. We're not attached to the desire or whatever it is. That's what really empowers us. So Pluto helps us do this, strips away the sort of ego, the layers, the attachments, and in this way frees us up, liberates us, empowers us, transforms us. And this could be a very transformative day on Sunday with that non-attached perspective, right? So really good to be aware of that and work with it. With oppositions, it's also a heightened part of the cycle. There could be some awareness coming in about deeper things. That could also be very important for our life journey. And speaking of life journey, this is still very much the eclipse cycle that we started with the solar eclipse almost 2 weeks ago. We're going to be coming up to the lunar eclipse on Tuesday, the 16th, and this is going to be a heightened part of this eclipse cycle for the month. So with that, there'll also be some more awareness coming in. There's going to be some probably shift and change along this new journey that has shifted over the past couple weeks, right? This kind of a thing. So as we approach Tuesday, more awareness, maybe building some momentum, and again, practicing this non-attachment is a great way of working with both Pluto energy and the nodal energy, which is the eclipse energy. All right, and then in the very late part of Sunday, but mostly just on Monday, the moon will be shifting into expansive Sagittarius, where we are going to have the lunar eclipse. And so this will be really good going into Monday for expanding our horizons. It's really the post-transformation energy. We come out of that deeper energy of Ophiuchus and go into the fire, free-spirited energy of Sagittarius. So themes may be about expanding our horizons, higher perspectives, gaining wisdom, things of this nature. All right, everyone. So that is the weekend in a nutshell. Hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all on Monday for the daily forecast. Take care.